what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Raid Shadow Legends. I'm joined by Skratch AK47. Skratch, what's up, man? It's been like 2 weeks. We waited too long. What's up with that, man?
What's up, Ash? Yeah, doing pretty good, man. I know. It's kind of like I moved away. You know, I was like, I'm not gonna talk with Ash for 2 weeks.
Yeah, you're kind of mad at me, but we're back together. Jokes aside, man, I want to give you a big shout out because you just dropped a video on the drop rates from the Hydra clan boss. Overall, not too bad, right? Not too bad.
Yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with them, actually. Pretty positive, yeah.
Absolutely. Well, today you guys can check that video out, and we're gonna do a collab in Skratch's channel same day as today, so probably be out, you know, today or tomorrow as well. You guys want to check that out. But first, guys, today's video is brought to you by Infinity Kingdom. Now, I've been playing a lot of Infinity Kingdom, as you'll see when I share my kingdom with you guys in just a moment here. But it is a very impressive-looking, graphic-wise strategy MMO game featuring elements of Immortals dragons. Now, one of the things I like about this game, guys, is it's simple and easy to start with. Even as a completely free-to-play player, they're giving you a lot in the early game. It's pretty intuitive. Yes, long story short, it's not as complicated as some of those other MMO strategy games going along out there right now. So guys, listen, there are 7 different magical elements that go into Immortals and Dragons to lead your troops into battle. Every Immortal and Dragon belong to one of these magical groups. Each element has its own strengths and obviously its own weaknesses. This feature enhances importance of troop formations with a lot of strategies and tactics. So teaming up with your friends to join the city siege, the main goal of this game is to occupy as many cities as possible in order to expand your kingdom. It is Infinity Kingdom, meaning you expand it to infinity. I think that's the goal here. Once you occupy cities, the color in the map will be switched to the color belonging to, obviously, your kingdom. Provided you conquer them, players will have to learn how to develop different strategies and tactics in order to conquer these cities. And, you know, this feature we call City Siege. So guys, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and download Infinity Kingdom right now. The link is at the top of the description and join me. I have an alliance in game in the Kingdom Ydvia. I think that's how you say it. It's YDVIA. So make sure you join the right kingdom and then look me up, Ash Raiders. Let me say that again, Ash Raiders. Guys, again, make sure you download Infinity Kingdom using the link below. And thank you, Infinity Kingdom, for sponsoring today's video. But today's Skratch, talking about every new legendary added this year, reviewed. So let's just jump into it. There's actually a lot of legendaries added this year, turns out. So
they are quite a few.
Yeah, starting with, I think it's been a really good year for legendaries overall. You?
Yeah, pretty good, actually. A lot of them are solid. So,
yeah. Some more recent additions are even more than solid. But anyway, let's go to Bannerlords. I want to put you on the spot here and give every champion a letter grade too. Are you cool with that?
I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it.
Yeah, we can, yeah.
All right, so start out with Hillier. Actually, Sigmund. I lied. So, Sigmund, the high shield. Did you fuse this dude?
I did, yeah. Actually, he's not that bad. I feel like he's gonna fit pretty good for the Hydra. So, for who have a fuse, him to have strengthen, you have a shield, you have AoE, attack down. He's gonna do a good job for your clan boss team on the Hydra.
Yeah. Do people hate... this guy got some hate, didn't he, when he was released?
I think people, they were kind of neutral with him.
Yeah, just like
kind of more of a champion for progression rather than
look at that shield
being like end game, you know. But I feel like he's gonna be pretty good for the Hydra because you have AoE attack down, you have the strengthen shield, so I feel like he's gonna have a good place there.
Yeah, good for progression. Seems to be good base stats. Good for the new Hydra clan boss as well. Good for Doom Tower progression as well with that aura. So I will I'll give him a B. What about you?
Yeah, around there too, yeah.
All right, sounds good. So Sigmund gets a B. If you guys disagree with us, let us know in the comments below. I'm sure you will either way, right?
Absolutely. If he's an A-star, you know?
Yeah. Hillier, man, I was so excited about this dude, man. He looks better than Sigmund in my opinion, aesthetically. But in practicality, he was I don't know. Do you have him?
I don't have him. I haven't pulled 15 Sacreds to get him when we had the chance. He looked pretty unique when it came in the game and stuff. But honestly, it's not so much stuff that you can do with him, man. So many things in terms of mechanics for bosses, they're just not allowing you to transfer the debuffs on them or crazy stuff like this. He's decent as a cleanser. I like the passive. I like the idea of having a new mechanic and stuff. But I feel like he's just not as good as Sigmund, for example, for any account, you know?
Yeah, and I kind of agree. His base defense is sky high, 1542, which is insane. So like good for progression, you know. This A3 is cool, transferring debuffs from all allies to a target enemy, then attacks the enemy with a default skill. Kind of cool, converts the resistance to accuracy. His shield here, AoE attack with the shield based on the damage inflicted. Kind of like miscreated monster-esque. Force affinity, nice to have him. I actually run him on my main Ice Golem team, Skratch.
Do you?
Yeah, because of the shield helps out. You know how Ice Golem is on 25 or on any level, but he can one-shot your team if you're not careful. So you gotta be careful. Yeah. So I run him as like my only support on that team, and he kind of gets the job done there. Overall, I will say B+. What about you?
I don't have him. I haven't pulled 15 Sacreds to get him when we had the chance.
I am having a very bad day. I am in no mood.
I'll just give him a B.
Okay, sounds good. And those are the only two new Bannerlord legendaries. So moving on to High Elves, we have Alexander, Simple, the sharpshooter. What do you think of this,
the
man?
one and only.
Yeah, what do you think of him?
And I actually tried him today on the free-to-play and on the main account. And everybody's going to use him for faction wars, okay? I feel like that's his sweet spot. I hate that they kind of tied him on two factions, the Orcs and the Ogres. I hate that idea.
Me too.
I like that he has that accuracy aura, helps everyone early on. Endgame, you don't really have what to do with him. If you already have different champions for your faction, you don't have to worry about him. He deals pretty good damage. So since I first kind of gave my impression on him, they buffed him. They buff his multipliers a bit, you know. So he deals good damage. If you really need a damage dealer and you don't have anyone better with higher multipliers, he's not a bad champion to deal damage, you know.
Yeah, man, he has a 7 multiplier now on this A3. That's pretty insane.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
I kind of wish they made him Shadowkin, though, you know, just because I know he doesn't really fit in aesthetically, but people need more help on Shadowkin faction wars than here. What do you give him overall? I agree with you. He's good for progression, decent with damage. I'll give him a C.
Yeah, I'm around C as well, yeah.
All right, next up is going to be Nobody. Nobody else new in the High
Nobody
Elves.
from there, nope.
All right, Sacred Order, here we go. So we have a couple new ones here. We have, was Astralon this year?
Astralon, yeah, was around Valentine's, and I think Cardial Constantine. We have three of them here.
So we have 3 here. Astralon, we get the guaranteed stun. Pretty cool to have there. He does a lot of damage. Pretty sick overall champion. I have him on my free-to-play, but not on my main account.
Great story. Compelling and rich.
I like him. I would give him an A, honestly.
Okay. I'll give him an A-. Give him an A-, splitting hairs here. But overall, I think he's a... he brings a lot to the table for more than just damage, right? And he does a lot of damage.
Yeah, and he has pretty good base stats as well. Good speed, good base attack. In terms of books, he's not like that crazy. So I feel like he does quite a lot, you know, and he does it good.
Yeah, man. Well, speaking of winged men in the legendary Sacred Order faction, we got Cardial here. Cardial, man, dude. I pulled on a 10-time Cardial event, bro, and I didn't land him. And he's been one of my most wanted for a while now. Seems so cool to kind of replace my Skytouch Shaman to come in there with that A2, remove debuffs, and you know, have the revive on death and the block debuffs on a 3-turn cooldown and the ally attack. And like, I don't know. Is it kind of like, am I jealous? Because I rank him an A. I think he's a really good champion.
I'll make him an S tier, honestly.
Okay. Well, I don't know where we're going S, bro. All right, I'm going S tier as well. I agree. With you.
We're stopping at A then. We're stopping at A.
No, we're going all the way to S, bro. We're going all the way to S. So Cardial, where do you use him? Like everywhere?
I don't own him either.
Oh, okay.
But
I like that. It makes me feel
recently,
good.
Darkness, my old friend.
You don't have Hegemon either, right?
I don't have Hegemon either. No, you don't.
There you go. No, I don't.
Darkness, my...
That's nuts. But we both do the same thing. All right.
One day.
Love it. We both love him. We both want him. Enough said, right?
Absolutely. He's actually played a lot in Platinum Arena recently. Crazy resistance and just screwing up everyone else.
And he has those
cool.
He has those annoying has features against certain factions and stuff, but the rest of his kit stands alone as being S tier alone. Without that, it's kind of an added bonus, right?
Yeah, he's solid, yeah.
What about this dude, Constantine the Dayborn, the Sacred Order without wings, and I don't think he's as good as Cardial.
No, he's not. He looks pretty cool. But he is too much of a setup. I wish he wasn't as dependable as he is of a other champions to do leech, defense, down, block, active skills for him. He deals good damage with that, so kind of like Tranda's level, but he needs all that in order to do it. So I couldn't place him as high. His base stats are kind of like meh, low HP, low attack. So I would put him as a B only, as a damage dealer, kind of like a minus B in my opinion.
Okay, so B minus there. He's clearly, I don't know. What do they want him to be here, you know? Like, how are you setting up arena? He has the arena aura. And how are you setting up all this stuff in the arena? Like, leech, decrease defense, and block active skills? Kind of random.
You're not.
You're not, yeah. So,
exactly.
I don't know. I don't love the kit. I don't love what they did with the, you know, again, they're doing the whole thing with the different factions are unkillable and only available when Vlad's on the same team. I mean, I figure this guy's kit is weak enough that you can just make him, like, deny revivals, you know, like give him a Nithri blood twin type thing, you know. But anyway,
or Phoenix.
Yeah. All right, so next up, Barbarians. So we had the first one's gonna be Rorik Wormbane. I hate this dude, man.
Yeah, he's kind of like meh.
I don't know.
I mean, he can help a bit with progression, with his A2 a bit.
I don't know why. Sometimes you just hate champions, you know. Sometimes you just hate them. I don't like them. Sorry,
I'm not a fan of like I have him on the free to play. I don't really have a big use for him since I got Vlad as well. I feel like Vlad can be a bit better because he's not as dependable and he's not that chance of messing up all the time. But I would rate him only like a C, you know. I wouldn't give him more than that.
I'm gonna give him a D because similar to you, like even on a free to play, I probably wouldn't even use him. You know, so if I wouldn't use him on my main and I wouldn't use him on my free to play, even though his kit's not like I'm reading through it, it's not trash, you know, but it's just like I feel like every little niche thing he does, probably it's a more accessible champion that does a little bit better, you know. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. The only reason I gave him C is because of the aura.
Okay, speed. Yeah, I guess the 19 on all battles. Fair enough. I'll give him a D. You give him a C. Let us know if you disagree on that. Ursula was actually last year. I thought she was this year. I stand corrected.
Yeah, she was last year,
though,
I think.
was early this year?
No, it was last year.
Okay.
I mean, at the end of the last year.
All right, then. Tawana Rock. S tier, baby. You know me. I think you know me, but I love Tawana Rock. I think she's...
Yeah, she's awesome. She's awesome. She's going to be so solid for the Hydra Clan boss as well, man.
Yeah, man. She got decreased speed. She got continuous heals on her A1. On her A2, you got decreased attack. You got a block buffs and a debuff spread. On the A3, increased defense, increased speed, 3-turn cooldown. And on the passive, she has a little Doom Priest going on here. Or 2 random debuffs instead if they're under continuous heals. So maybe even pair her with another continuous heal champion and, you know, put her on the same team as like Rio Bonespear. And you have increased defense, increased speed, a full cleanse, continuous heals everywhere, and every debuff known to man between the two of them. Right?
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much.
So, anyway,
you fully covered, yeah.
Granted, I just picked like 2 super hard to get Void Legendaries as if it's no big deal. But I don't have Tawana Rock. I give her S tier. What
I don't have her either.
Okay.
S tier as well. Oh my god.
Okay.
What's happening? Are our accounts like friends or something? They decided not to get the champion
this
because
is some fishy BS going on here. I don't know.
I think they're both on the naughty list, man.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
That one word. I saw that one video.
I've had bad luck recently on my shard pulls. I heard that you are having some bad luck too, man. Is that true?
I had a bit of a bad luck, yeah.
One of my viewers let me know. I missed your shard opening videos. I apologize.
Yeah, like,
but someone in the comments was like, yeah, Skratch had a really awful shard opening video where he raged really bad. And I was like, oh yeah?
Around 800 for Hegemon and no Hegemon, yeah.
Oh, okay. I would say so. Yeah. I would say so. So no new Ogryn tribes, Undead Horde. We have a couple newbies here. So we have, let's see. I have
Lisa as well, no? Or we going?
Oh,
do you want to jump a bit?
Did I skip?
Yeah,
I skipped right over
you only
this.
skip like you only skip like 3 factions. It's fine, you know. No big deal. Yeah.
Roxum is actually this year. He feels like he's been around forever. Really cool aesthetically looking champion. He's weird because he's doing a lot more if he's under Veil or Perfect Veil, right? So having him with a Veil or Perfect Veil champion is going to be pretty important. He can land decreased defense in weaken if he's under a Perfect Veil.
Yep.
Or actually, yeah. Well, not on. Wait. his kit is like reading a freaking novel. You gotta invest a lot just to learn, understand what he's doing here. All I have to say is that when he's paired with another Veil or Perfect Veil champion, he's even better. Even on his own, he's pretty solid too. But he's not dependable for anything because it's so predicated on the Veil all the time. So I don't know, maybe with Rector Droth or something, he'll be a beast. But overall, even even in a vacuum by himself, he can still put out some decent damage. I have him, and I don't really use him a ton, but I do use him in Faction Wars still, and he's dependable there.
Yeah, he's decent. Since we have the AI presets and stuff, he's better because he doesn't depend on a different champion to do the perfect veil for him. He can do it himself and then go to the next skill. Before, the AI was busted, so was using the wrong skills, and he was never getting to do the things that he was meant to, you know. But since the preset, he's pretty decent. So
yeah,
I would give him a B, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the problem. I knew there was a problem in his kit, but it's this A3. It's that when he's not under a Veil or Perfect Veil, he's only one enemy, you know? And then he places the Perfect Veil, but it puts it on cooldown. And then I guess you're right. You have to lead in with the A2, fill his turn meter, get the Veil, and then go to his A3. Yeah, not a bad. You give him a B, I'll give him a C+. I'm going to be very stingy today.
That's fine, that's
Skratch. Basata. Nobody has him yet.
That's a new one. Nobody has him, but he looks so dope, huh?
He looks incredible. He's like Vergum Carr on steroids.
Turn down for what? Turn down for...
And
Much
electrocuted. Yeah.
Powerful.
Yes, and a way better champion. I'm going to give him S tier. What about you? Oh, we haven't even talked about him yet, but I'm going to give him S tier.
So, yeah, I think he's gonna be there. Like we have a attack down on the A1, on the A2 we have strengthen, continuous heal, we have shield, then so much other stuff happening, and we have 100% chance to stun AoE on the A3 as well. The passive pretty solid as well. So yeah.
Yeah, whenever an enemy is revived, it automatically places a stun on them, cannot be resisted or blocked. You think he'll be used, or you think he'll be used a lot in the arena?
I think he will, yeah.
Yeah. So he'll lead off with strength and continuous heal and be like on a very high resist or defensive go second team, you think?
Yeah, he can be.
Or do you think he's just going first with an AoE stun? And
I feel like the sets, they're gonna change so much in arena, the new sets from the Hydra.
Yeah.
We're still not 100% sure how one of the sets works. If we're gonna be able just to strip it off and that's it, like the solid. I forgot his name. I forgot the name of the set. Sorry, guys. It's the one that gives you immunity, only bombs work against and stuff. You know?
Gotcha. Yeah. It's okay. So it remains to be seen. But do you give him a what do you give him? Sorry.
This I'll put him an S tier. Yeah, he's
S
very
tier.
unique. He's powerful. Yeah.
Okay. So another S tier that we agree on there. Vergum Carr was last year, right?
Yes.
Well,
yes.
Either way, Ramantu Drakesblood. What do you think of him?
I like Ramantu. S tier as well to me.
Yeah, I agree. Some people are a little disappointed, I heard. Some people are disappointed in him, but
well, yeah, because a lot of people they don't play arena and they're expecting to do all the end game content in the game and just take a champion and do, I don't know, dungeons with him. Like it just doesn't make sense, you know.
Yeah,
it would be a big disappointment for everyone if it would be like that, because he has no niche place then. Like, why would I grind all this just to get another dungeon champion, you know? He needs to have something unique, and I feel like he's pretty solid. Yeah, he does what he does. Yeah,
you see a lot of him in Platinum Tier Arena.
Sometimes.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, definitely a unique, cool champion. So we'll look forward to getting him in 10 years. Do you have him?
I have him. I got him a few weeks ago.
Do you use him?
Yeah, I use him. I use him against teams like Duchess, Ursagas, Sifi, Rotuses, champions that they have a lot of passives that can mess you up.
Yep.
You have Skullcrown, you have Leorius, you have Seeker, you have Stanless Survivor. All these champions, they have passives that they can mess you up when you're attacking teams. He's gonna just
go in there and fix it all. Perfect. Okay, cool. Let's not skip any factions this time and go over to Skinwalkers. We have not new, Cleo Petrix. Man, she's
I can't even remember what she does, but yeah.
She's a champion. She's a champion. Yeah, like she's not that great. I don't think she's that great. She has increased crit rate. She has an AoE attack. She has block active skills. but they have to be under Hex, man. They're throwing the Hex down our throats, Skratch. They really want us to use
I know,
the Hex.
they're kind of trying to push it, but it's not working so far, honestly. I don't feel like it's working. They're not getting it from the right direction, you know.
Not yet. She does have a Hex applied on her A3 as well, but you know, overall, she counterattacks. You know, I don't know, she just, even with Hex, I feel like she's just not quite there.
No, she's just a C for me, honestly.
Yeah, I agree. I'll give her a C as well. Maybe in the future, though, she could have, like, I feel like all these Hex champions, like, who knows what could happen when they add that one champion that anybody who has Hex, X, Y, or Z, or whatever, or ally, you know, I don't know. But I think that, you know, sometime in the future, who knows? Trying to be
2025, maybe.
trying to lead people, yeah. Tamicia.
She is something, yeah.
She's something. She's the jacked lioness. Is she a lion?
No one knows. What does the fox say? You got to be kidding me.
Kind of like a fox.
She's Leo's. Yeah. Oh, she's a fox.
She's the foxy, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think we're gonna get a male as well. I think I've seen it in some of the What's Next in Raid video or something like that. Maybe I remember it wrong.
A what?
Like a fox male as well. Maybe I remember it wrong.
Oh, a fox male. See,
yeah,
I thought that she was like the female version of Leah. But I guess I'm wrong there. Anyway,
I mean, it might be.
Right. She does look.
Are you blind? Are you blind?
Very fox-like. Now that she like, I mean, for Christ's sake, where's Little Red Riding Hood? Because she looks exactly like a fox. All right, here we go. An AoE HP burn has a stun on targets with more than 50% turn meter, has a decreased speed on targets with less. Great ability, right? On 3-turn cooldown.
Yeah, yep.
And then we have this this burning regret, right? Damage increases by 40% for each HP burn debuff. And then she has a turn meter. I thought she had an instant activation somewhere there too, doesn't she? Or no? Am I making that up?
No, that's Sicia. But this skill right here,
yeah, Sicia. Yeah.
You see how it works. I dealt like on Spider 25.
For Spider.
1 point something million damage with this skill.
Yeah, man, 400% extra damage for each active HP burn. Obviously, all the spiderlings, and it's a 65% chance at landing. Not too bad either. Pretty cool.
Yeah,
pretty cool.
She's pretty solid. She's an A+.
Or landing the turn meter reduction, that is. A+, interesting. Whenever an ally receives a freeze debuff, 50% chance of replacing with HP burn for 2 turns instead. So that synergizes, wow, with her burning regret. Yeah, I remember this now. It's all coming back to me. All right, I'll give her an A. Sounds pretty cool. Leo, what do you think of Leorius the Proud, man?
Skull Crown on steroids, just better. Just better. I like him. I like him. He's I'll rate him directly an A+, not S tier. Even though he should be S tier, it's just he's not really in the meta at the moment. So that kind of knocks him down a bit. But awesome for defense, man. For offense, not as good unless you're going with Go second teams. He's such a beast. When he drops the HP, he hits so hard, man. It's just crazy. And it's not as easy to block him in every single team, you know, like to counter him. I like that he's immune to fear, stun, freeze, provoke, all the rest of the stuff. So defense down, weaken, crit rate aura for all battles or dungeons. I can't remember. All battles, he's solid. And I like the passive as well.
Yeah, me too. And they added the petrification to the immunity on his A2.
Yeah, they did, with the patch.
Pretty cool. I will say that the I rank him S tier. You know, maybe I'm biased because I really love him a lot. But for the arena, primarily, I do use him against one clan boss, or not, rather Doom Tower boss, but I forgot who. But either way, I really like that you basically can go right into Torment teams with him. You don't even have to worry about it because, you know, the A2 is not on cooldown. I like, to your point, you can put him on basically put him on a tankier Go second team. I do in the tag team arena. And, you know, like, even if their nuker goes, it's not a big deal because you have unkillable on him, you know?
Yep,
so
exactly.
I think he really carved out a niche spot as a very unique, along with, I guess, Skull Crown arena champion. So next up is Orcs. Who do we have new here? We have Nogdar, actually King Garage, right? He's this year? He's this year?
I think so. I'm not even 100% sure. King Garog and Nogdar, they might be both of them from this year, or
I think Nogdar is definitely this year. But King...
early on, I think they got released around the same period of time.
All right, so did you... King Garage was a fusion, right? Or am I making that up?
No,
Fragment?
I'm
No?
actually... I call him Princess Garrick, but I gotta say, I haven't tried him since the buff, okay? So we need the chat's help here probably to help us a bit, because I know before he was awful. The damage he was doing was just awful, man. And all his kit is
they changed
made around
multipliers,
damage.
right?
Yeah, so chat, please help us out.
Yeah, let us know. If you guys
it's
tried
worth
him
it.
after the buff, let us know in the comments what you think. An AoE ignore defense, it's great if he hit hard, but he doesn't, so what good is he, right? I guess
Yeah,
I'll give him
a C+ till the chat confirms it, if he's better or not.
I'll give him a C-. All right, Nogdar. Now, this is a champion that I am excited about. What about you? What about you?
He's okay. He's very niche. He's more for fun.
He's so fun, though, bro. He's so fun. You know what it is for me, man? Is I looked at the reviews when I pulled him. I'm like, first of all, I'm like, who's this legendary? Like, because no one talks about this dude, you know? And then I pulled him, and then I saw the reviews, and I'm like, boy, is he trash. He has 12k HP. Is he an uncommon, dude? And then I looked at his kit. You know, he has good multipliers. He has a strong AoE attack. He has a sacrifice HP, whatever. But revives a champion with 50% HP and a 50% turn meter when killed if all other allies are alive. That is pretty cool. And he's sacrificing so much HP that he's killing himself all the time, right? Or close to. So he's really fun because, and he has a really high, you know, multiplier, decent multipliers, really high base attack. He can deal some serious damage. He can be like the Energizer Bunny when he just keeps going and going and going.
Yeah, non-stop, huh?
Yeah, so I did a video on him. Was really fun. Is he a beast overall? Is he like one of the best champions in the game? No, but I'm gonna give him a B because you can have some real fun with this champion. What about you?
I'll rate him a B as well, just because it's fun, you know? And it's not all about just being S tier. Sometimes it's good to have fun champions, you know?
Yeah, and I put him in Frenzy, man, because it just
it's synergized as well, yeah.
It's perfect synergies. Frenzy set was made for him, so you can use an artifact set that's not used a lot and have some fun with him. So, okay, that's our Nogdar. Next is going to be Varl the Destroyer. So
one and only.
I just unlocked Varl. I maxed him out, but again, very discouraging by, well, first of all, I didn't love his kit. And then I saw the reviews too, and normally I don't read a lot into reviews, but these are people who are endgame, obviously, who have them so far. So, one, they're going to be a little bit more harsh, and two, you know, they know a good champion when they see him. What do you think of him?
I don't like that he's kind of like dependable as well, you know? He needs to have this, to do this, to do that. I like the fact that on the A2 attacks all enemies, 100% chance fully booked to land a weaken and a debuff for 2 turns, and then lands the attack down on the enemies that receive the weaken, you know? That sounds pretty fun. But over that, I can't even speak. That's about it, you know? I don't like nothing else on his kit.
Yeah.
Not a big fan.
I mean, you know, I guess his mass murder passive is okay. He has a 3.8 multiplier on his A1, on his A2 a 4 multiplier, on his A3, which is single target, and ignoring defense, he has a 5.6. With the increase attack, I don't know, man. He's not a Doom Tower champion. He doesn't feel like, you know, I got this dude after grinding Doom Tower secret rooms forever. So I'll give him a C, I guess.
Yeah, I'll give him a C-. I feel like they added up a bunch of bad orcs.
Yes.
Like,
what's up with the hate on the orcs, Clarion? Come on,
I feel like, yeah.
All right, Demon Spawn. We got Countess Lix. She was a Halloween champion, and she's pretty cool, right? She's pretty cool.
Like it. I like it. I'm saying it the same way I am. I'm always calling Valentine's Halloween.
Oh, she was a Halloween?
Valentine's. Yeah.
My bad. Same celebration, right? There we go.
I know.
We had the weekend on the A1. We have the AoE decrease speed times 3. 3 times hitter and a 4-turn cooldown. And then this time dilation is such a cool ability, man. An AoE, block active skills, also decrease the cooldown of all ally skills by 1 turn. Really cool to have that. It is a really powerful ability, but it is on a 5-turn cooldown. I think she's a great champion, man. I think she's a really good champion. I give her a B+. What about you?
Yeah, me too. A B+ to a -A. She's a very solid champion. I like her a lot.
Yeah, maybe
Great
A-.
for the Fire Knight and
yeah. Yeah.
She's pretty nice, yeah.
You're right. I'll give her A-. I'm gonna upgrade her A- because she's doing a lot, man. She's doing she's doing a lot. She's a very unique kit, very fun champion. All right, moving along here, we have Sicia Flametongue. Now, if I give Countess Licks, if I can speak now, man. If I give her an A-, I have to give Sicia an A. Or if I give her a B+, I have to give her an A-, because I think Sicia is just a little bit better, at least in my, in my utility, how much I use her. What do you say about Sicia?
I agree with that. She's part of my spider team. She can look pretty hard as well. And I like the idea that if she lands the HP burn on all the enemies, she's gaining the extra turn. She can do the defense down and the weaken, deal tons of damage, detonate the HP burn. So she's a very, very nice champion. Definitely. I think to me, she's kind of like a solid A. Yeah?
Yeah, I think she's a solid A as well. One of my favorite champions out of this year, Sicia Flametongue. She's very, very cool. That HP burn instant activation, dude, like on Spider 25, I'm sure that's what you're talking about. It's like my computer and my devices, they can't keep up with all the crap going on. It like lags it out because she's doing like, I don't know. I haven't even seen the number, but it's millions and millions of damage with that, you know? Anyway.
It used to do that for everyone, but they fixed it. It used to do that when you were running her with Akak.
Okay, that explains it then. Okay, next up, so we give her an A. Next up, we have Vassel the Seal, another Doom Tower champion that nobody has. Aesthetically, he's pretty cool looking.
He's badass, yeah, aesthetically.
Yeah.
Super cool. Yeah.
What do you think of his kit? I gotta be honest, I'm kind of reading it.
I can't remember it 100%, so I'm quickly gonna read it. So what do we have? Attacks all enemies.
Yeah, he's got a True Fear and decreased attack on a 3-turn cooldown, 100% land rate.
I like that.
Really solid. And then the HP balance. So with the extra turn though, that's really solid. That's really strong.
On a 4-turn cooldown, so pretty strong, yeah.
Yeah. So basically, when you think about it, if you open up with on the 4-turn cooldown, the balance HP of all allies, that's kind of like Senesha-esque. It's a good heal, right?
Yeah,
and
a bit better than Senesha because he gets the extra turn.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. And the extra turn is going to bring that Infernal Darkness down to a, one less cooldown. That's going to get more True Fears. Decreased attack pretty much always applied, or, more often than not. I think he's pretty cool. That's HP burn on the A1 if they're under True Fear and decreased attack. But again, they'll be under that quite a bit. I think he's really solid. I'll give him an A.
Yeah, me too. I'll give him a solid A. I like the aura as well. I like HP for all battles.
Yeah.
Damage based on HP, very tanky as well. I like him a lot actually. And design-wise as well. The design.
Right? Now this is a Doom Tower champion, right? This is a Doom Tower champion. This is what they should be.
She's a very solid champion, yeah.
All right, now we're on to the crown jewel of today's video. This champion looks sick. It's Wither the Crowned. Wither?
I can't say her name. I give up on it. Yeah,
you butcher her name just as bad as I do, Skratch. I'm just gonna say it, man. She seems incredible, man. First of all, base stats 108 speed. Let me move Skratch over for you guys. 108 speed, 1100 on the defense, 25k on the HP. Really solid there. She has a leech on the A1, continuous heal on a random ally on the A1, on the A2, increased defense for 2 turns, also has increased duration of continuous heals, and instantly activates continuous heals, is on a 3-turn cooldown, and then a full cleanse with another great heal on the A3 with another continuous heal on the ally with lowest HP at the start of each turn. Man, what an OP healer, huh?
She's very solid. Pair her with Battle Khazar, and just like how Sicia detonates the HP burn, she detonates the continuous heals, just one by one.
Oh my god.
Bang, bang, bang. She's so cool, honestly.
She's
definitely
cool
an S tier to me, yeah.
Me too. I think she's S tier as well. Really want to get her.
So
powerful
for the Hydra. She's gonna be so powerful.
Oh, she's gonna be insane. Yeah, very cool champion. All right, Undead Horde, here we go. We have wow, not that many new. Necret the Great.
One of my favorite, probably the most favorite champion that is this year. I think.
Look at this shield, dude. Look at this shield. So your favorite champion? What do you get him? S tier? I give him S tier.
Oh yeah, he's an S tier plus this one.
yeah. What is your favorite part of his kit? Because we could be here all day talking about him. What makes him so awesome to you? Why do you rank him S tier?
The passive. So I can take a level 1, a 2-star champion in arena against the strongest snooker, and he's gonna stay alive.
Yep. Me too. I agree.
Immunity. Yeah. Everything that we need. He's just so powerful, man.
Yeah.
Such a huge carry for any any sort of content in the game.
Absolutely. Yep, me too. Yep, if you're running into issues, arena or anywhere else, just put Necrit in there, and he's really solid.
He's gonna
Obviously,
take care of it.
Yeah, the allied tech is tremendous and stuff, and the first passive is great. But really, the block, debuffs, and strengthen make him so cool, and the allied protection for 6 rounds make him so cool for the arena. Another way to kind of mitigate the
and can be stripped either.
Yeah, another way to mitigate the all the CC teams in the arena. For your nuker, at least protect your nuker. So next up is it was LMA. She was last year Halloween. Vlad the Nightborn. So we both give Necret an S. What do you give Vlad, man? What do you give Vlad?
Vlad just a C, man. Like, yeah, he's okay-ish.
Yeah,
I like the A2 is decent, but that's about it. I tried to make him work a bit with the A1 on the Scarab King. Not such a great play. The base stats are not bad on him. He has decent defense, decent HP, attack, speed.
Yeah, he does.
So
yeah,
it's kind of like a C to me. I don't feel like he's worth it to be called a Void Legendary.
Oh heck no. He's definitely not worth the Void Legendary title. I agree with you there. I'll give him a C-. Again, it's one of those champion Scratch that even on my free-to-play, am I getting excited to pull this dude? Not really, not really. So I'll give him a C-. He's not trash, but he's not like you don't get excited about Vlad. Dark Elves. At least I don't. At least we don't. Dark Elves, man. We get let's see. No one new? No,
Ruel, and I think we have Mithrala, which just got added today.
Ooh, yes, added in today or yesterday at the time of this recording. Rule the Huntmaster, man. Let's talk about Rule, dude. I was, first of all, talking about butchering names. On my first guide on him, I called him Raul. like
the football player, huh?
The comments really let me have that. They're like, Raul, Ash, really? Anyway, Rule the Huntmaster. I gotta say, dude, this guy is a damage-dealing maniac, man. He has some. He can deal some damage.
And now with the champs that we have, that they're bringing Hex for him, he's such a beast. Once they're gonna bring in like a different support champion with Hex that gives attack up and some stuff like that, he's gonna be such a beast, man, honestly.
Oh yeah, man. This guy's gonna be like, he's always gonna keep getting better. Soft buffs, soft buffs, soft buffs. To your point, whenever they add more Hex into the game, which they're definitely doing every new champion batch we get. So we decrease the speed of enemies under Hex debuff on his passive, and then increases damage enemies receive by Hex, who have Hex by 30%, or by 10%, and then decreases heals. So even his passive is going to synergize better the more Hex that you get. So, for right now, a great nuker, great for Dark Elves faction wars, and great, anywhere you need some damage. In the future, maybe much more. Also has increased accuracy, which is nice to have.
If I'll have to use a Hex champion on the Hydra for whenever we're gonna have that in play, Raul is gonna be my one to go with.
Yeah, man, I give him B+, A-. What about you? Right in that.
I'll give him an A just because he hits harder than Trunda if you set him up.
Okay, if you set him up, that's the caveat.
That's the
I
problem.
give him a B+ right now. I reserve the right to bump that up to an A once there's more Hex stuff in the game.
Once you run him on the Hydra.
That passive alone is going to be pretty great. All right. So next up is going to be the new Mithrala Lifebane. Holy moly, she looks amazing. Aesthetically,
a bit too skinny, but she's awesome, yeah.
Well, I was gonna say, like, why doesn't she do, like, why aren't they animating her, Like, she's just standing there. It's just kind of awkward.
Yeah, actually.
She's still breathing.
Everybody else, they're like, Lydia's dancing, and I guess Visix isn't doing much. But yeah, anyway, Mithrala, she is really good, right? Really good. 109 speed, 20k, 1354 on the base defense. How good do you think she is?
I think she's gonna be S tier as well.
Yep, me too. She has the cleanse, strengthen, and a shield on a 3-turn cooldown. She has an AoE, Hex, and increased defense, and increased attack on a 3-turn cooldown. And then whenever this champion is attacked by an enemy under Hex, she has the Petrification, which is kind of a CC ability. And then an ally. I mean, I agree with you. She's an S tier champion, man. She's incredible. Accuracy in all battles by 80 as well.
And Ruel as well, together with her increased attack bank. Game over.
Boom. So you give her S tier. I give her S tier. Anything else to say about her?
No, I can't wait to get her.
Yeah, everybody's gonna get her eventually too, right?
Yeah, everybody that does Hydra.
Because even the lowest difficulties have a chance at dropping her shards. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, guaranteed everyone will get shards.
That's
it's
awesome.
just the number, yeah.
We complain a lot here on the channel about a variety of things, but this is something that we can't complain about. It's cool that everybody's going to have access to that amazing champion eventually. Knights Revenant, though, we do have some newbies here. So Thea was last year, right? She was last year, right, Thea?
Yeah, she was with the first rotation of the Doom Tower.
All right, Versolf the Grim.
I like him.
Yeah, I like him. Is an HP-based champion. We have the AoE, an extra hit if they're under those debuffs. Also has the leech. And then we have increased defense, ally protect on a 3-turn cooldown. We have when hit, 20% chance of placing a provoke on the attacker. I think that Versolf is a solid B+. What about you? Solid B.
Yeah, definitely. Close to a -A. It's gonna be nice as well for the Hydra. He has AoE leech. You have ally protection. You have defense up. He's gonna put some work in there as well.
Yeah, decent aura for HP all battles, 33% as well. People kind of were down on Versolf. I feel like because every fragment summon people that are not OP game breaking S tier, people kind of get upset about, you know?
Yeah, that's kind of like the situation with the fusions. Like a lot of the times people they get disappointed that they're not getting Brokney or they're not getting some super god tier champions, and I feel that part as well. Like we all want to get crazy good champions. That's why we're playing games. We want to feel empowered. We want to have fun in games, you know. But yeah, unfortunately, we're not getting them all the time, you know.
This is true. What about Mother? Speaking of fusions, what about Mother Cybele?
I skipped the fusion. I kept Magnar, and then I ended up pulling her a week ago or a week and a half ago.
She
in the same temple with Verself.
Okay, there you go. Well,
yeah,
she also,
both of them together.
People were very underwhelmed with her out the gate, but I have to say, looking at her kit, like I am not blown away. I don't really love the HP swap or whatever, you know. But I hear that she's being used a lot more than people, anticipated when they first got a glance at the fusion. She's also one of the fastest champions in the game. What do you think about her?
Yeah, she's getting used. Pretty decent. She's okay. She's not
speed in all
not
battles
completely
by 24%,
rubbish, but
you know,
she's not completely rubbish, but she's pretty good. I like her aura. She has pretty good base stats, and the only problem is the revive on that, man. It's not such a powerful thing, you know. And I like that she's AoE on the A1. You can always throw a stun set on her and tank her up if you want. I think she's a B in my opinion.
Okay, I agree with you actually. I mean, her stats are incredible, right? She's all about speed. She brings the increased defense. See, I almost feel like her kit, because she's so good, she has decreased speed, she has champion turn meter fill, ticks 1,000,000 books. She has a speed aura, you know, the best all speed in all battles aura in the game, tied, you know, like with 5 other champions. But I almost feel like it should be increased defense and increased speed, kind of like Tuano Rock's A3. You know, on this A2. Doesn't it feel like it fits her kit? All about the speed?
Yeah, much better. They try to kind of create a new mechanic with the A3, so they try to incorporate the whole revive on that sort of thing.
Yeah. Well, I'll let my viewers read that if they want to. We're not going to read it all right now. Cavalax, do you have him, man? Cavalax?
I don't, man. I tried on the 10X, but
I did too. We have the same account, bro. The same luck.
You don't have him either. What's happening here?
Dude,
Gladium, please. What is happening?
I raged up a bunch of shards trying to get this dude, and man, I'm jealous of people who have him. He has speed in all battles by 19% as well. He's all about the poisons, man. He's got poisons everywhere on every ability, and then he has damage increasing to the number of poisons on his A3. Then he has that amazing passive and pestilence. Man, I give him an A. What about you? Do you put him S?
Or
do you put him B? I don't know.
Honestly,
yeah.
I think like a -S and A+. I gotta give a big shout out to Boomer here. I'm not sure if you know Boomer.
Yeah,
I'm not a fellow content creator.
I check out his platinum stuff, you know?
He actually made some nasty Ice Golem team and a Dragon team. World records with 2 of them in the same team. You need 2 of them, but he made some nasty teams with him, so...
I'm still going for 1, Skratch, so yeah.
Yeah, I know. Right. I'm
right. Well, Okay, so we both absolutely love this dude. This guy was actually a part of a community art contest or whatever. And
yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's how we got him in the game, man.
Yeah. So shout out to whoever designed this guy. And I looked at the original mock-ups and compared him to this, and I actually thought it was they did a pretty good job making him come to life. Some people kind of divided on that, but either way, moving on to dwarves here. We have a couple new dwarves here. We have Underpriest Brogni. Can we just say S tier and move on?
No, that's rubbish. People, they said that he was rubbish.
What?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. I'm like, you can't be talking about Brogni, bro. Yeah.
Nah.
I'm not even gonna say that I skipped the Brogni fusion again, because I feel like an
Did you?
idiot
Oh
every
wow.
time. I don't even talk about. Don't talk about it.
The reason I said that is because a lot of people, they were saying that he's bad when the fusion came out.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
See,
yeah,
this is why
actually,
you
so
can
many
never-
people were like,
You can never listen to
like,
people,
guys,
man.
he's so unique. Look at the mechanics on his kit. He's gonna be so powerful, you know. And
Yeah.
it turned out to be twice as powerful as I thought he would be for clan boss, you know.
Yeah, he's incredible. I really wish I had him. I wish I went for the fusion. I didn't choose to opt out of the fusion because I didn't think he was good. I was just traveling in real life, and I'm like, there's no way I can, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Whatever. It happens, you know. Herndig, another champion, another OP champion that I don't have. This one I was just lazy. I wish I could say that I was. I wish I could say that I you know. But he's amazing too. How much do you love Herndig, Skratch? What do you give him?
Me A+.
Okay. But
Because
not
it's so
S.
unique.
But not S.
Not S because of the current meta and stuff and all the sets that we have, and the current meta is gonna stay for a very long time. But he's definitely an A+. He's like my #1 champion for the Dark Fae. I'm using him in Faction Wars, and that's kind of it. He hits pretty hard. Very good counter for champions like Warlord if you have a decent build on him, so he can actually kill with the A1, the depleter meter, the extra hit, AoE defense down, HP burn. Everything that he does is just crazy. He's awesome.
Let me ask you a question, a selfish question about Herndig. I have him on my free-to-play. I have him, Tormund, Raglan, and Astralon. Like, those are my legendaries that I have kind of waiting to who do I 6-star next. Who would you go with? Tormund, Herndig, Raglan, or Astralon? I don't have like a desperate need for either of them. Like, you know, like they'll all benefit me greatly, but I don't need, you know, a debuff or need a reviver, you know?
Tormund is solid. He's a good carry all around, but he's a pretty good carry as well, you know, like all around too. He's great for the Doom Tower, great for Arena. Yeah, he's solid all around as well.
I was thinking about going Herndig.
Hard choices, man, because they're all so good, you know?
Yeah, I know. I was thinking about going Herndig because I can still get so much out of Tormund at 5-star, you know?
Yeah, you can, because he's so tanky as well, and the
yeah.
passive comes in play anyway. You don't need to 6-star him for the passive, you know?
Yeah, so I also have Samar Gemkirst on that account, but I did not include him in because he's definitely not in the running, even though he can do some nice things against Dreadhorn, you know? Other than that, what do you give? Oh, you gave him A+. What do you give Samar Gemkirst? He's, I don't know. I feel like he feels like he should be doing way more damage than he does, I guess. But he does have that kind of cool passive that comes into effect again against Baumel.
So when I saw him as well, I was like, damn, I want this champion. He's like a much better Mountain King that's gonna stay alive because of the passive. And then he turned out to be pretty disappointing with the damage and stuff. And yeah, he needs a bit of a buff there. So he deals some damage. So he has his own thing to do as well. But he's pretty good for the Dreadhorn, considering that he's still working. I haven't tried it yet because I heard all sorts of things saying that some solo things might not work since they fixed a bit the boss. So I gotta try and see.
Well, my viewers can let us know. My viewers can let us know if he still works against Baumel. But I would give him a C- overall. I think he does.
See you in the next life!
It's okay. We'll go with the flow here. It turns out, Skratch, that every single one of the Shadowkins is new this year. So here
I know
we go.
we have a bit of work there.
This is when you thought you were done with the collab. We got you here.
Actually, we have some nice champions here, man. I gotta say, they only have 2 champions that I don't like here.
Okay.
That's it.
Well, let's start out. Let's go rapid fire here. Gentoro has, he's really good against Clan Boss. He has this kind of ability here, Oni's Rage, where he has decreased defense, and weaken, excuse me, and then he'll attack 5 times instead of 1 for every 4th time he uses the skill against the same round. Long story short, him and Relentless can outdamage Dracomorph, because I tried them both, against Clan Boss, and factoring in all the poisons that Draco's bringing, and he also has the debuffs. I think he's A-. I think he's a little one-dimensional, but overall still a really, really good champion. What about you?
Yeah, I'm the same. Just because is that only one niche place that he actually makes such a huge difference. I would only give him the same -A there, yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to have them as your main, like against clan boss, he's so good, right? Main debuffer and so much damage.
Very powerful, yeah.
All right, next up is going to be Lady Kimmy. Ha ha ha. Lady Kimmy, I give her S tier, man. S tier.
I give her S tier too. Like, she just has too much stuff happening. I wish that speed aura would have been for arena, man. She would have been like, ooh, oh my god, you know?
Right.
But then I don't even ask for too many things, so yeah.
She has 115 base speed. I mean, her base stats are insane, just like her entire kit. She has decreased accuracy, decreased speed, decreased turn meter as well. Then she has increased accuracy, increased speed, and block buffs. My god. And removing a buff from each enemy. I mean, insane kit, and she also has this chance to decrease enemies' turn meter every time they're placing a debuff on her. When they're receiving debuffs, or your allies, they'll fill their turn meter. So everywhere you look, she's amazing. Where you use Lady Kimmy, or you know, what about her makes her so amazing in your eyes?
I'm using her in arena. I just like the A3 is extremely powerful. Then the A2, A1, everything on her is just awesome.
So for the arena,
crazy high base speed.
Yeah, sorry, you use her as your, like basically your main speed booster for the arena. She's so fast anyway. You have her, or no?
No, I'm using her when I need higher accuracy.
Okay. So you bring her in. She goes second on your team, I imagine, and
goes first. She goes first on my team. Yeah. I'm not using her. I'm not using her like with my fastest champions like Sifi or Arbiter. I'm using her with Kaimar, a Warlord. Depends what sort of teams I'm attacking.
I like that.
I'm going against. Yeah.
I like that.
She's not that fast. She's only like 320 speed for my account.
Okay, only. All right, so we both give her S tier. Ninja time, man. I think everybody knows Ninja's kit, but he has decreased defense. He has an insane hail burn ability, which does just ridiculous amounts of damage. And then he has the guaranteed freeze, and then he has even this escalation that does even more damage. I'm not even gonna mess around here. I give Ninja S tier, man. What about you?
Absolutely, yeah, hands down.
Yeah, it's crazy
I like
to me.
I started from day one, and
same.
I feel bad because he got so much hate. The
That's
champion.
what I was saying, bro.
But
dude,
man, he's so powerful.
You said it earlier in this video, but like a lot of man, I'm not even like it's not even about naming names. Like, I could care less who said what, but like, man, people were hating on him as a champion before they played him. But just looking at his kit, it's like, wait a second. I mean, instantly activating HP burns. He's gotten guaranteed freeze. He's got this escalate. He looks pretty good.
Crazy passive, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, both S tier. Yoshi the Drunkard. What do you think about Yoshi, man? I think you love him, right? Or am I making that up? All right.
I used to love him. I still
love him. You used to love him. Okay.
Well, since Kimmy came out, I don't use him as much. You know, she kind of took that sweet spot from
increased accuracy. Yeah.
Yeah. But I still use him though. I like the increased attack. I like the speed aura. I like that he doesn't boost their meter or increase his speed, because a lot of teams they have reaction and they're so slow. So I gotta make sure I don't have a speed aura. I'm not using him as the aura, so I just want to have that increased accuracy to sleep them with Kaimar and then bring in my nuker after the reaction procs. So I'm using him like that. I'm using Kimmy for different teams, but yeah, he's pretty badass as well. Okay. I like that he has a bit of HP burn there. He has the chance to stun as well, the fear. He's not bad at all.
Yeah, and that turn meter fill, that passive is pretty sneaky good too for the arena. Kind of got some Valkyrie vibes going on a little bit, you know? He's pretty cool, pretty cool champ. Now that I look at his kit again, I think, like, in my head, he's not this good. But when you read his kit, you know, you're like, oh, wait a sec. He's doing a lot, you know? Noble. Hey, Noble, I'll give... Oh, what did we give Yoshi as a score? I'll give him a B.
Yeah, I'll give Yoshi a B+, yeah.
Yeah, I think B+, actually. I agree with you. All right, Noble. I give him an S tier just because you can use him to power up Ninja.
I was gonna say, what? Yeah, nah. Wait, what am I missing? I was
He's
like, what?
Ninja's empowerment champion. I'm not sure if you, but other than that, I really don't like this guy. I think I give him a D. What about you?
Yeah, I think he might be my first D, actually.
There's a reason they chose Noble as the empowerment champion to Ninja, and nobody was upset about it. Like, yeah, okay, give us a reason to get excited about Noble.
Make Ninja powerful.
Whenever an enemy's turn meter is fully depleted by any champion, has a 50% chance of placing True Fear, 75% chance on an enemy for one turn. I think that's the only part of his kit that's even semi-interesting. Does it make him a great champion? No. But, you know, you could probably have some fun with putting him on like a turn meter manipulation team in PvE if you wanted to. But, you know, maybe I'm stretching here, Skratch. What do you think?
I just don't feel the champion at all, honestly. I actually played him when he got released, and I just didn't like him at all. Like I couldn't find to do many things with him that I cannot do with epic champions.
When I first read this ability, this Dismay, I was like, wait a second, this could be pretty good. But it's one of those abilities, you know, there's so many champions like this where it looks okay, and then you take him into PvE and you're like, oh god, I didn't notice anything. Like all my runs get slower or worse when him on the team, you know? All right, so I give him a D, you give him a D or F or something like that?
Yeah, I'm at D as well. Yeah, okay. I didn't like him at all. Yeah.
Gensen. All right, so this is a champion that was just a guaranteed champion if you open a million
he
and
was,
a half
actually,
shards.
Yeah.
So he has the decreased defense on a 3-turn cooldown. He has all kinds of turn meter fill for himself built into his kit as well. Deals a decent amount of damage. What do you think about this guy?
I think he's okay-ish because he has that AoE defense down, a bit of turn meter, a bit of more turn meter from the A3. He can rotate pretty decent, but I would not give him more than a C. He doesn't hit too hard, in my opinion.
He doesn't hit hard. He does have that 3-time hitter on the A1. Good for Fire Knight, you know. But I agree with you, actually. I think that some people are a big fan of this guy, and I can see why.
He looks badass. No,
his kit's not bad, you know, but it's just not. I agree with you. I'll give him a C+. But to me, again, like unless you're hurting for a decreased defense champion who's Spirit Affinity,
that's the thing. Yeah,
I think you can do a lot better. You know, like in a vacuum, seems crazy to say, but I think I'd rather have Stag Knight and have the decreased speed on the A1 and have the decreased attack and much faster champion, higher base HP. I think I'd rather have Stag Knight. What did you give him? I give him a C. What did you give him?
Yeah, I'll give him a C as well. Yeah.
Okay. Kaioku, brand new champion and looks really, really good to me. What do you think about her?
She looks badass. Yeah, she's badass. So like,
look at even aesthetically, she looks really cool. Then
very
there was
powerful.
Kaioku.
Confident.
Yeah, right? All right, so in AoE decrease attack, we have a HP burn on enemies that did not place a decrease attack debuff on.
That's kind of like the only Reaperoni with her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like, I think they just messed up whatever, because this is basically a 3% chance to land HP burn.
Yeah.
When you get resisted for a decreased attack, you know. So
yeah,
it's pretty weird though. It's pretty weird.
Yeah, it's like,
But I'll still take the decreased attack AoE solid, the A1.
Sorry, I'm trying to think of like when would this ever come into handy of the HP burn and like
when the 3% chance of getting resisted happens.
No, I mean I get you there, but it's just like I guess if you're I don't know. I was thinking like, is there a way it's just more viable against a negative affinity boss or clan boss team? Not really. All right, the A3 though. Now we're talking here. Ally protection for 2 turns, block damage on herself for 3 turns on a 4-turn cooldown, and then grants an extra turn. So she has block damage up almost all the time.
Correct. She's awesome though. She's very, very solid. And the passive, you check the passive out?
Yep, heals all allies by 15% of their max HP every time she's hit with a critical hit, and then has the increased defense on all allies for 2 turns as well. That's a pretty good passive, man. She's a pretty good champion overall. Defense in all battles by 30%, and a lot of base defense as well. I'll give her I'm gonna give her an A+. You could definitely.
I'm around there. I'm at -S. I'm at -S. She's very solid. She's like a Seeker on steroids. Very powerful though.
I can't.
The only thing that doesn't make sense is her A2. I feel like they messed it up. They're like, I don't think they thought it through properly. I've told them that, but they still said no, that's the way it is. But like, it just doesn't make sense, you know.
We don't want your opinion, Skratch. That's what Plarium told you, not me. I give her an A+ instead of an S, because if this was on a 3-turn cooldown, or if they corrected that weird.
Yeah, that's why she's an S- to me. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, there we go. Next up is Gamaren.
Gamoran. I don't know. I used to call the other one Kaioku. I don't know.
Gamoran. I'm gonna call him. First of all, aesthetically, he looks so freaking cool to me. Do you like this look?
Yeah, he's sick.
What is he holding here in his hand? Like a magical stone? It's so cool, man. He looks so cool. The reviews on him are lacking, but you think there's some potential. First of all, he's very fast, good base stats. So talk to me about this champion. Block active skills.
So,
yeah.
I like the A2, okay? Attacks all enemies, 100% chance to steal a buff from each enemy. Then, after stealing them, applies a buff spread effect, taking a random buff from this champion and placing it on all allies. So a lot of people will go like, well, what do I need to steal buffs? But the idea is you go with this champion with one set on, you have immunity, or you can use the new set from Hydra on him. And instead of stealing a buff from the enemy team, you're spreading that buff on your entire team. And basically, instead of having 4 OP sets on your champions, you have only 1. You know?
Yeah. Okay. I like that idea. That's a good outside of the box way of thinking about it. It's on a 3-turn cooldown too, so not too bad. And then this Dread Invocation, his A3. What is this? Can target.
This is pretty interesting. Is a wall of text. So let me see if I remember it correctly. So can target dead or living enemies. If the target is dead, he's gonna place a block revive on them, and then it attacks the rest of the enemies and deals damage equal to 20% of the target's max HP. You know, if you're targeting a boss minion or something like that, the damage is based equal to 20% of his own HP. The attack can be critical and stuff. It's interesting. It's not something to be like the damage is insane or anything like that. It's just an interesting mechanic how you can actually target a dead enemy to never get revived again. You know, it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, and then you do damage on top of that. To me, it seems cool, but it seems like it might be a little underwhelming, you know?
It's hard to play him. It's hard to play him with the skill. The main thing that I like on him is the A2, honestly. I would only kind of give him like an A, you know? Yeah,
but he does have this passive, man. I have to say, it's kind of a cool passive. I've never seen anything like it. Revives a random ally with 30% HP, 30% turn meter, so a really weak revive. But each time an enemy is killed, and it's on a 1-turn cooldown. Like,
exactly,
kind of a handy guy to have in there, right? And like an enemy, can be a minion on a boss. You know, it can be whatever, a Hydra head. It can be, you know, anything else too. It could be in the arena. So I think there's some potential with this champion. What do you rank him?
I'll give him an A.
Ooh, okay.
I feel like I feel like his A2 is gonna have potential.
I'm gonna give him a B because I reserve the right to change my mind. I want to ride the fence on him.
Absolutely.
Rio Bone Spear. We're at the home stretch, man.
She's whacked this one. She's not nice.
She's not nice? Nah, yeah, I agree. You know what? I give her probably like a D+. D+.
Yeah, I think.
Right?
Can we give E's and F's here?
I mean, yeah, like on this A2, like why isn't it AOE, bro? I mean,
yeah, like what is all this nonsense, bro? Like, I mean, all these those debuffs there, we don't even need them. Like,
to
come
one
on,
target, bro. I mean, to only one, and then on the A3, you know, block debuffs only for 2 turns. I like that 3 turns on a 3-turn.
Yeah,
cooldown,
please,
you know?
And that heal needs to be 100%. What's that 35 there? Come on.
You know, ever heard of a full heal? It says perfect body, not mediocre body. There, Rio. Okay, so all jokes aside, she's S tier. She's one of the best champions released this year, right?
She's S+. She's the second most favorite champion that got released this year together with Necrit.
Oh,
for me,
okay. I agree with you, man.
I love her. She's awesome. The passive so unique, man. Such a powerful champion.
How anybody could look at her kit. For me, it's her, Necret. I agree with you, both of those. Ninja, Tuanarok, and maybe, well, probably one of these new champions. Probably the Doom Tower boss champion, you know? This Mithrala Lifebane. Those are my 5 favorite champions. Who doesn't move? These are my 5 favorite champs out of this year. But man, a lot of good champions, dude. In hindsight, this has been over an hour-long video, bro. Thank you so much, Skratch. I will let you go. It's probably like midnight over there or later. So thank you so much for coming on the channel. We'll have a video out on Skratch's channel as well. Guys, throw my man Skratch a subscribe. Follow him on social media as well. Everything will be linked in the description below. Skratch, thanks again for coming on, man. Appreciate it.
Anytime, brother.
All right, guys, that's going to do it. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care, guys.